Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Hero Gaming. I am Bob and it has been about 3 weeks since I played this game. I'm back after a couple weekends off, getting back into Age of Wonders 3 here, and I've got several comments to go through. I appreciate some of the help with you guys. I think already sort of know my tendency to forget what I'm doing, and I've got some help for reminders from you guys because I tend to forget what I'm doing after an extended period of time off. Plus just new feedback, good ideas and suggestions from you. I want to start with Sarah Feingold. I'm just going to kind of move down the list between for the comments that I need to go over first thing. Sell class buildings in newly conquered cities. There's really only one city I can do this in right now, but I am going to go ahead and do it because I don't really need the sorcerer's conflicts in the arena here right now. So we'll do, excuse me, the moment I start recording, I start like choking on a piece of breakfast cereal or something. But good gosh, I should just restart, but I'm not going to. So we sell the Rogue Palace. We got, what was I doing here? I think it was the arena that I had queued up. I don't even remember for sure why. Oh yeah, the Sorcerer's Conflux. So that, for those, I need to go back here, get those queued up. So yeah, I've got a little bit of extra income coming in there, and I need to remember to do that for the Tigran city here, that one there, this city here, which actually this one, oh, that's in the process of being released as a vassal. And some of these other ones are being, like this halfling one is being released as a vassal. Although I may end up keeping that one. I don't remember for sure what I was thinking I might do with that. I think I was considering keeping this one just because of the kind of barrier that this one can make with Hamlet, but Hamlet might actually be enough. I was thinking there was another reason I was going to keep this halfling city, and now I can't remember why. So if you guys know why, remind me in the comments, because like I said, it's been 3 weeks since I played this game. Also from Sarah Feingold, sell the Necro Warcry Helm, seconded by Impregnable. That is going to be down here. Let's see. Necro is further south. There's my Necro armies. Yeah, I don't need this in his inventory anymore. He's got a much better helmet, so yeah, that can go. There's going to be a little bit of other item stuff that I need to do, but I think most of the rest of it can wait until a future down the road when items start showing up on people that I mailed them to. From Ahmed Sultan, just a general observation, as well as a similar general observation from Impregnable. Ahmed Sultan mentioned that, well, actually, no, I'm sorry, Chris Lighthawk and Ahmed Sultan. Chris Lighthawk mentioned that I have enough money now to true resurrect pretty much all tier 4s and lots of tier 3s. And I think that's true. I have 5,000 gold now. I'm making almost 2,500 per turn. For whatever reason, my economy seems to have hit another snowball point. I think with a lot of these cities finishing their grand palaces and just going on to produce merchandise, this is pretty great. And there's really no reason for me to not pretty much try to resurrect every tier 4 I come across now. As long as they don't have like some dedication to another alignment that makes them cranky fighting for me. And then Ahmed Sultan's kind of take on this was that I could also hurry production much more often with this strong of an economy. That is mostly limited by city happiness, is really the only thing I need to take into consideration now when determining whether or not to hurry production. So I will keep both of those in mind unless the economy situation takes a turn for the worse. But I kind of feel like as long as I keep this momentum going, it should be fine. Impregnable mentioned that I should send a builder to Cahal to build roads for feathered serpents. I'm mentioning that now. I don't think that I can actually spare any builders right now for it, but it's possible one will come up as I'm cycling through my units. I'm pretty sure the one that I was going to send out, or that I could send down here, the one that I could get down there most quickly anyway, is currently off underground, kind of near where my Necro armies are. Yeah, like, I think he's right there. And he's going to build a fort here, I think, because I want to sort of make this a city spot, get some of that stuff in the borders. So, yeah, this guy has something to do down here, but if I have him, once he's done with that, or if I have somebody else closer, I will definitely look into doing that. The reason this could be so important is because feathered serpents are a floating unit, so they can float over roads and still get the movement benefit from roads, which makes them exceptionally useful. Also, where do I want this first one to go? I was going to let them sort of stack up before sending out a big bunch, but I actually kind of feel like maybe have him go this way to meet up with that army there. That would give him something to do. These guys are kind of like this is the frontline army against the dreadnought. I've got all the super powerful stuff everywhere else, but these guys are the front line against the dreadnought. If he actually pushes through here with any significant force, I'm gonna. Well, that's not entirely true. My warlord's army is operating in this area, and since I'm a sorcerer, I can kind of. The nice thing about playing a sorcerer, especially on extra large maps, is just being able to summon units wherever you need them. I know that I built this city a while ago to be able to summon units here and get the additional wizard tower bonus from them, but because of the sheer size of the map, it just hasn't been practical to do that unless I need units in this area. I think there's only a small handful I have with that bonus, so but I'll go ahead and keep it active anyway. I mean, like, I've already got the building in there, so maybe it'll come in handy later if I'm not so pressed to have units on the front line. But for now, like for instance, Iggy's gonna need some, I think, as I'm moving in to fight the Theocrat here. So I'll have to be summoning them up here. I won't be able to make them all the way back in the Wizard Tower area. Don't forget about the fairy quest. That's also the rest of these three are from Impregnable, and then I'll go over more comments in between turns. One was don't forget about the fairy quest. I separated a stack from the Necro to deal with it, so that's down here, and I think the stack is led by a big beetle. Where is my Necro? There they all are. Yeah, so they're on their way down here. I just need to remember on the next turn that's what they need to be doing. But yes, the target of the quest is like right in here. I checked the fairies. I asked them to tell me about the quest again to remind myself. I appreciate that reminder because that's one of those things after 3 weeks I would have totally forgotten I was even doing. I would have looked at these guys and been like, huh, I wonder why they're running around by themselves, and then I would have completely missed it and then felt bad when everybody reminded me once this army is way off somewhere else what I was doing with them. There's also an undead spawner north of the Necro, but another spawner of the city to the city north of that. So that's kind of what this army is doing, is they're sort of closing in on this stuff here. But then north of that is another hostile spawner, which I think I was gonna have Zari go after, but because this city is far enough away that it's safe from these feathered serpents, I think I'm gonna let the Necro deal with that and send Zari on more of a straight path towards the enemy Necromancer, towards Frodo, as well as some of the Dreadnought's random cities underground. So that's more or less the plan there. And then the last thing I need to talk about is the builder north that just completed a fort is moving towards Mystigar, and that is this guy here. I'm just going to keep him moving that direction now so I don't forget. But yes, he is on his way here. This was another just friendly reminder from Impregnable that I needed to get him up here to dig out all these tunnels. Zari's certainly not going to have time to run around and do that on her beetle. She's got more important things to do. Speaking of Zari, since I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing with her, she's just going to carry on in this direction, and we're going to go straight after the enemy. There is another Castle of the Lich King there, which those are always fun to clear, but I need to make sure that the stuff I bring in there can't be invoked to death. Ironically, I don't think Zari's army is the best army to deal with that kind of situation. She's got, I think, spirit immunity, and the archangels do, but I think that's it. Manticore Rider has strong will but no spirit resistance. This guy has some spirit protection at 60%. It's probably good enough that I would bring him in. They do all have resurgence, but I can never remember if that works with Invoke Death. I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Invoke Death doesn't destroy the corpse. So I probably would be okay to go take one of those on. I just need to be a little mindful of the units that can be destroyed by the wraiths. But anyway, we'll figure that out on the next turn. So there's that. Let's go down here and see. So I've got this army here can go after this camp, and they probably could win. I don't know that I actually need to wait for the Necro to do that, but I think I'm going to anyway. Unless I can, you know what, maybe I could do that on this turn, because there's some units in these armies that actually can move a bit further. And I would sort of rather deal with it now than wait another turn and have them spawn something. So, yeah, you know what, we are going to do that. I need to get this fairy down with the Necro so she can actually have some undead healing. Let's go ahead and give... I don't think the snake can make it far enough. It's going to pretty much be... like the flyer can make it. I think I definitely want the node serpent in on that. Also possibly the big beetle. Let's move the big beetle up. And we'll move these guys down. I think that army there is... that would be sufficient. We'll send them a little extra backup just to be on the safe side. Maybe, I don't know, a human knight that could use XP. Yeah, that would work. All right, this should be enough. I'll take the Archangel and let her do the honors. Actually, I'll let one of the flyers do the honors. Very likely victory. This should be fine. And I'll probably leave the pile of items there for the Necromancer to come pick up. But yeah, I would just as soon deal with this now, because these camps have a tendency to spawn things at really annoying times. It probably wouldn't make a difference with the size of the armies I have in this area, but it would still be more stuff I have to kill that I don't want to deal with right now. Let's get you guys back here and get those Lost Souls to run into a first strike attack on an Archangel. Actually, they won't do that, but that's alright. I'll leave her there anyway. This thing could pretty much go hit whatever he wants. That's fine. I'm mostly just trying to keep everyone out of reach of all getting hit by the Bone Dragon in one attack. Speaking of which, you guys probably should still spread out for that reason. I'm sure he'll still hit several of them, but I'm not going to map out all the areas that he can and can't hit, so this is good enough. Alright. Come on in, everyone. Alright. How about you nuke the Banshee? Or maybe the Bone... Actually, I probably want to have you go after the Bone Dragon to attempt to stun on that. Didn't get it. See, you guys could do the same, but I need those Lost Souls off of you. Maybe... Alright, you go here. Get rid of those guys. And actually, yeah, park it right there. You guys move more behind. There we go, we got the stun. That's what I wanted. Alright, do I have anyone with magical stuff over here? Big Beetle's getting beat up on by a Bone Wyvern and a Wraith, so he probably needs a hand. The Banshee is not a huge deal. I'm just going to let this guy go beat him up. And then, you know what? Mammoth can just finish him off. Actually, hang on just a sec. I think I could do this way. The Knight could charge and kill that. Yeah, I'll need the Mammoth to help with that. Okay, why don't you sprint here. Oh, nice. That Wraith was a bit easier to kill than I thought. Okay, we got my Archangel, the Banshee. Actually, you know what? The Archangel can just go... I want the Archangel to go after this Wraith here. Ooh, good kill. And then I think it's just the mammoth who can just beat the crap out of that thing and call it a day. Alright, buddy. Stay there. Everybody else is good. I think we can end the turn. Alright. So you move up, and let's try to get another stun. There we go. Archangel could heal, and I think the mammoth kind of could use it. And I don't think anyone else in this group heals except for the Node Serpent could receive healing from the apprentices, but he doesn't need it, so I think that's the best I can do for now. Alright, you guys finish him off. And that's one less undead camp I gotta worry about. They're freaking everywhere underground. Alright. That actually, I like the secondary effect on that item, Inflict Enfeebling Fever. This is the type of melee item that goes really well on a ranged character. And I'm thinking that could actually be pretty good for Iggy. I'm gonna keep that, because I think he's got that super backstab setup, but I've sort of set him up to be a ranged attacker, and having Inflict Enfeebling Fever on a Fairy Wand with Seeker that I made with all his other bonuses, that could actually be pretty cool. I'm going to take that. So, yeah, the Necro doesn't need to pick that up, but I'm just going to send this to the Necromancer, because it's going to be a turn before he can come pick it up regardless, I think. Yeah. I'll just mail that to him because it'll get there in one turn, and I know he's got a free slot. This can go, I think, to Iggy. That seems like a good item for him. So the Sphinx Temple is unexplored. I still probably want to go in there and get that. Question is with who? The Necromancer probably needs to go up through there anyway. These guys here can clear out the rest of this, although I want an Archangel for each of these armies, because they are very much getting the crap beat out of them. They need healing pretty bad. I'm gonna maybe send this one down that way. I can always summon more near the Necro, but you can't summon... I guess I could summon them by the Dragon City. Yeah, I'll just leave this Archangel where it is. The bottom line is I kind of need Archangels everywhere, because I'm using them as my primary healing source. Alright. Then you guys can all move up the road. I think they can just sort of press in the general direction of Frodo. Although, part of me wonders, I don't really have any army. I don't really have any army moving west underground. Sorry if my voice sounds a little funny today. I think my allergies are starting to kick in for this season. I don't have anyone underground. Maybe I should reconsider what I'm doing with the Necro's army, because Zari's army alone can probably handle whatever they run into up there. Although I still think I need a force large enough to go after the Eldritch camp and clear some of the other stuff in this area. So let me get a little side army put together that could kind of be self-sustaining, and I think they're going to include that Node Serpent. That's a very good Node Serpent. Probably the Node Serpent, the Archangel. I'll throw in a Human Knight. And let's see. Yeah, we can give him a flyer. That's got champion upgrade. Probably should have a ranged unit mixed in there, but they tend to slow you down, so I don't know if I actually really want that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should leave the knight out and make it a group of flyers and floaters. That could be better. That guy needs to stay with the Necros group. And I kind of want the snake to stay with him. Alright. I could also summon an Eldritch Horror for them too later to sort of round them out a bit. Alright, we're going to drop the knight. That'll give us 3. Then I can add 2 flyers. And maybe the floating Goblin Apprentice. What's the flyer's max movement? 33, I think? Yeah. I already know I'm going to put him in this group because the Archangel is... Oops. I didn't mean to move the knight with them. Oh well. put you in there for now. I'll put you in here for now. And we'll just leave. We'll get an apprentice in there. Somebody who can help heal the Archangel if needed. Yeah, he'll slow him down a little bit, but he can still float over water, so he's still useful. Float over lava too, for that matter. So yeah, we'll put him here. Everybody else, I think, is going to go with the Necro and actually move east. Oh crap, these guys should probably go after that first. Alright, I'll let this army deal with that Sphinx Temple. The rest of these guys can move down, join the Necro. You pick up the mana while you can, even though it's probably pointless to do so. Yeah, then all you guys, I think I'm just going to have the Necromancer's army start marching west and just put pressure on Mogwai underground, since he's the one. I want to get him into this cave tunnel over here, because this is where I ran into some resistance from Mogwai. Either that or get them across the river here near where this cave entrance is, which is very close. Actually, this, oh, you know what? This area right here could be a very important future choke point if the Dreadnought tries to send stuff underground. Fortunately, the city that I have should give me an eye on that. But yeah, I need armies underground pushing west, and I just don't have any, so that seems like it actually gives the Necromancer's army some direction. I will do that. I think the rest of these guys are... I'm just going to put them all on hold for now. They're kind of waiting on... I can move some of them a little bit. A lot of them are kind of waiting on units that are slowing everybody down. Still want to do what I was going to do with you guys, though, and probably could put together a force powerful enough to go clear that wizard tower with these guys on the next turn. So yeah, a lot going on with that Necro's army now. This group up here, what were they doing? They were clearing... These guys, I think, were clearing, like, towers and stuff. Which they have apparently succeeded in doing, and now I'm not sure what to do. Oh, whoops. Hang on. No, completely different part of the map. I actually want these guys going on camp here until the Feathered Serpent can catch up. They were going to clear towers. Is there a tower over here? No. Oh, they were going to go after this one. You know what? Yeah, actually, go ahead and start making your way over there. Might need time to heal up a little bit, but I don't know. It's a good enough group. They got a apprentice that can stun stuff. They're just kind of damaged. But yes, I would really like to have this tower. It could give advanced warning if the Dreadnought does anything exciting. Alright, how about you, big guy? I guess he should probably keep turning stuff to ice, like over here, maybe? Maybe it's time for him to just join an army. He's more or less converted. Yeah, no, he could still go over here, because this city's borders will eventually expand to get some of this stuff, so just keep marching. Alright, I got more elf longbows coming up. These guys, I'm going to just queue to go to the front line with the Dreadnought area. So, kind of like here. I know I may have had some other plan for them, but I've just become aware of how important it is to get a kind of a cap on the underground western access, so the Dreadnought and the Warlord don't completely ruin me. This guy's got, let's see, he's got 28 movement, and I know there's monster spawns down here, so I think I'm gonna go sort of around. Wait, is this, can I move through that? Is that allowed? Yeah. One turn left before this dwarf city can become a vassal. I'm gonna sneak this guy. Well, it looks like I can go up this way. There's another lava river for him to follow, so that's fine. This guy was going to build a tower right here. I can actually dig a little bit more. There we go. At least I'll have some advanced warning over there if stuff comes that way. You guys were probably going up this way. This dwarf was forever digging, I think. He's got this weird little cove carved out for himself over here. I guess I can go to the other side of these walls and continue. And this guy is clearing out all this. This one was going up towards Garrigar. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to let him take that little speed boost there. Because the dragons like their barons. And so he's going to start digging on the next turn. Heck, I think I'm making like a couple hundred gold per turn just off digging. Maybe not quite that much, but I bet it's over 100. Alright, if you could make your way around. Let's see, you were the one who was hanging out near the dwarves, I think. Yeah, I tried to send him this way and he got cut off by dirt walls. So I'm going to try to send him this way. As for you, I think actually when you have a formation like this, I like to put kind of a little triangle like that. Make it a little easier for units to pass through the area. Is there anywhere else he could go that would be a decent city spot or fort spot? Actually up there, I think. Where this kind of side army, I think I called them the B team, where they're operating. They probably can't go deal with that dungeon by themselves, but they could go up north, because I did clear that magma forge with them. So yeah, they could go up north and find some more stuff to do, or investigate the area around this city to make sure it's safe before I absorb it. I think I've actually been able to absorb them for a while and haven't been doing that because I've been worried about whether they were safe or not. So it's actually faster for them to not take the lava river and just go this way. So I think that's what I'm going to do with them. Unless there was something over here that was giving me cause to not absorb this city. I guess these guys will be able to determine that. Alright, all these armies that are kind of in a mess here on the front line after the Ziggurat battle where I got the dragons, they can more or less stay where they are. Except for I'm going to take the Phoenix and the Golden Dragon and run them to in Iggy's direction, just to give him one Phoenix and one Gold Dragon. Iggy's army is noticeably weaker than most of my other armies led by heroes, so he needs some backup. Alright, you can stay there. You can stay there, and I think wherever you were going, carry on. Same thing with you guys, I'm sure. Oh, they were just going here. Could I move them further? Could they meet up with somebody? They can meet up with these guys. I don't see a reason to have them just sitting here, so yeah, let's do that. And you were going here to build another city. And I think, was this going to be Frostling or Elf? Who did I need race governance for? Whoever it was going to be... is going to be the vassal, the repeating vassal cycle. And I'm thinking it was elves. Let me check my diplomacy menu and see who I need more race governance with. The Frostlings are at 5, so it's not the Frostlings. It's the High Elves, I think. Yeah, it's definitely the High Elves. I'm gonna exit that. The Dwarves would be useful too, actually. Maybe I should do Dwarves. They were also at race governance too. I already have one High Elf city that's cycling between, and I have another one that I just built here. This one's Draconian? Yeah. I don't think I have a dwarf city on this recurring cycle. You know what? Change of plans. I was going to do elves, but I'm going to do dwarves instead. They won't mind the snow. Dwarves don't care, but well, actually, no one in my empire does because I have the Heart of the Arctic. So, well, oh wait, what am I talking about? I can't change this. It's a high elf settler. Oh gosh, I take 3 weeks off and I completely forget how the basic mechanics of the game work. All right, it's gonna be high elves. That's fine. But I might want to consider getting a dwarf city on that. You guys carry on wherever you are going. And same thing with you, because I don't remember. High elf archer, he can continue. Yeah. A lot of confirming army movement. And you, apparently another settler that I've since forgotten about. Okay, we're at the end of the turn, and I've got about 10 different groups running around, and I don't even know where they're going because giant map is giant, I guess. All right, we'll do a quick save and go ahead and start moving to the next turn. I believe that I know I saw a couple comments from people about like stuff I could terraform. It's usually just one tile here or there, but I keep missing them. I guess there's a little bit of terraforming I could do around that elf city that I can see off the top of my head. Apologize if I'm missing that stuff. I usually just rely on, if I notice something that needs terraformed, I'll terraform it. In any case, let's open the spell book and grow a few more forests around here. Whoops. Open spell book, grow forest. It's left click, not right. There we go. We could get these beaches too. And that spot right there, and this spot right here. I'll make the elves just a little bit happier. Alright, let's go to the next turn and carry on with the comments. So, the stuff that I figured I could wait to talk about in between turns includes Morak's Soul. This is from Sarah Feingold. Down here needs spiritual freedom before I make the dwarf priest. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I keep mentioning it because partially it's a reminder to myself. I need spiritual freedom before making those dwarf forge priests. Also, from Sarah Feingold, physical protection items may be important against Theocrat with the disintegrate. I had forgotten about that yet, but yes, Ganon does have the disintegrate spell, although I don't think he used it in the last battle we fought. But it's good to know he has it. It could knock out my rogue in one hit if I'm not careful. The only problem is the disintegrate item the physical protection item that I do have is held by my necromancer, and he is way the heck over here in the east. In fact, the item's on its way to him. I actually need to move it into the armor slot, but it's 6 turns away. So yeah, I don't think the rogue is going to get that anytime soon. I will probably actually just leave it with the necro because it would take so long to get it back to the rogue. I'm hoping Ganon will actually be out of the game by then. If I remember correctly, I think I spotted him in his city with this raven in his capital city, which is why I was just beelining it straight at him with Iggy's army. I think I was planning to give Iggy some more summons there and then go straight after Ganon right away. So I'll have to check with my Raven to see if he's still there on the next turn. From Blurry Inner Vision, the Orc City producing feathered serpents could benefit from a Stonewall upgrade. I decided to hold off on this. I think it is worth pointing out. It's a good eye. There is a magma forge right here, but since this city can already produce feathered serpents in one turn, I'm going to let the magma forge fall under this city's borders when it expands enough, because this city could actually maybe still do something with it when producing human knights. It's not really needed in this city, and I sort of don't want to interrupt the production of feathered serpents that I have started. Also, Iggy missed a Forbidden Sanctum on his way to the Theocrat city. I probably should have stopped and gotten that. I don't remember how close Iggy's army was to it. It was a little out of their way, but yes, it's a good call. There's a Forbidden Sanctum right here with another secret spell in it that I would probably like to pick up. Iggy will not be able to do that right now because if I'm right about what I vaguely remember from 3 weeks ago, Ganon is here, and taking Ganon out is far more important. But I don't want to forget that's back there. That could be handy for somebody. From Chris Lighthawk, since the AI aren't disjuncting Age of Magic, maybe I should try casting other global spells. Great idea, but I need summons right now. I've basically been in a constant need of summons for the past, like, 20 turns. It's part of the reason why my armies have gotten as big as they have. So, yes, I do need to get up some more global spells, but it seems like there's always some pressing matter. I'll try to keep that in the back of my mind, though, because you're right. It's like they just don't feel like disjuncting my global spell. Watch me say that, and they're going to disjunct Age of Magic on this turn. We'll see. I hope they don't, because it's been pretty great being able to just spam summons everywhere. I'm shocked they haven't tried to do it. Frodo's the only one who tried, and he failed. So, yeah, whatever. Ganon is moving. We might see some movement here. It's unlikely, though. I think if he moves anything, he'll probably move. Well, he does have some reinforcements coming into that city. Didn't see what was in there other than a Black Knight, it looked like. From insert username, on top of its used normal effects, the Blood Altar, which you get from these Forbidden Sanctums, the Blood Altar also removes the happiness penalty for hurry production. That's something I didn't know or didn't remember, but could be incredibly useful, as that could pair very well with Ahmad Sultan's observation and also Chris Lighthawk's observation that I have like enough money to do, well, particularly Ahmad Sultan, who said he talked about hurrying production more often. I have enough money to do that, and without a happiness penalty, I could do it I could just spam every single turn, whatever unit or building I wanted. So, yeah, that's something worth keeping in mind. I'm sure I have other Forbidden Sanctums around in different cities. I've honestly forgotten where they all are, but if I happen to notice one, and I think it would be useful to be able to hurry production without a happiness penalty, I'll definitely pick that up. The Blood Altar could be really nice. Good gosh, I can barely talk today. The Dwarf Tier 3 race building in Moroxul would give extra metal to Forge Priest. This comes from Impregnable. That's a good call, and I think I probably will build that. Moroxul being the Dwarf City underground that's getting ready to make Forge Priests. Yes, I probably will grab that in here. Right now, it's just the Enchanted Armory, and I should have queued the barracks after that in case there was a hurry production, but I forgot to. But yeah, I will get that in there too. The city doesn't have the best production, though. This is one, though, that I could hurry production in here a little bit. I could get the barracks, and then I can maybe just hurry the production on the next, on the War Hall and the other, whatever the Dwarf Tier 3 race building is. Yeah, I could do that. The city's got enough happiness that I could get away with it. I probably will do that. Let me just finish the last few comments, because there's really only two more to talk about. Whoops. And now I'm typing crap into my notes that I'm not meaning to. That's what I get for trying to do this all on a phone. Phoenix and Gold Dragon, useful for Iggy. This also Impregnable is the one who suggested sending the Phoenix and the Gold Dragon up to Iggy, which I'm glad he did, because I probably wouldn't have even thought to do that. But yes, I do want to get a couple of these guys out that way. The nice thing that Phoenix did get all... Oh, hey, we got some dreadnought activity in here. Before I send them up, I might want to move over that way and check that out. But yes, I want to get one Phoenix and one Gold Dragon out to Iggy. It could be very useful against... useful against the Theocrats units that do spirit damage, as both of these guys are immune to spirit damage, the Spirit Dragon and the Phoenix. So yeah, I will be sending them up there. And then also from Impregnable, Glyphs of Warding on Asiat, which is the vassal north of Lyrian, and Enormosos, the Naga City underground with the Kraken structure to the north. Basically, it was a reminder from Impregnable to put Glyphs of Warding on this city, and because of the undead spawn there, which I'm actually going to do now. because they just spawned more units. And the other one is Enemosos, which is the Naga city underground. Reason being that there is this structure to the north at Naga Matriarchs could take care of. I need spiritual freedom on this city on this turn too. I just want to make sure that I leave enough casting points. I'm going to do another quick save here. I just want to make sure I leave enough casting points to be able to summon probably 2 Archangels with Iggy on this turn. No one disjuncted Age of Magic, so we're good there. There are 100 billion notifications, holy crap. Or maybe like 30, 35, but it's basically the same. Cast spell. Let's get Spiritual Freedom up here before that first Matriarch is finished. Yes, we'll do that there. And I think Glyphs of Warding will come next, but not quite yet. Iggy's army needs reinforcements first. And they are up here. So I want to check, the first thing I want to do on this turn before anything else is check to see whether Ganon is still in this area. Holy crap, they have a lot of Shrines of Smiting. I don't see him. I might YOLO it with the Raven. The Raven could make it to the mountain range down there, which would be a bit safer for him. Probably this spot right here. Not seeing Ganon, though. I could swear I saw him up there in a previous episode. It's probably worth it to at least have Iggy grab that tower, though. Like, I didn't kill him, did I? I don't think I did. He's still... In fact, I know I did, because I checked the diplomacy menu before I started playing, and he's not in the void. He's very much alive and well. So... maybe if I grab that tower, I'll be able to see something. Let's have Iggy's... Well, before I do anything, I'm going to drop that Glutton from Iggy's group and add 1 Archangel. So, cast spell, summon Archangel, and let's see, there is no Wizard Tower in this city, right? Nope. Alright. I don't know why I summoned that there. I could have summoned it over here and saved movement. We can auto that. Gives me a better view, but still no sign of Ganon. I think I'm going to pressure the capital anyway, though. There were a lot of Shrines of Smiting in there. The question is, do I wait to pressure the capital until after the Gold Dragon and the Phoenix have shown up? Oh, they're sending more stuff down that way. Yeah, maybe I do, since they've got another army here. I could wait for backup to show up before just throwing Iggy's army into a potentially dangerous situation against hordes of Shrines of Smiting. And then they could fall back. In the meantime, I could fall back and sort of keep an eye on things with this tower. The next thing, then, that I need to do is get these guys over there, and that's going to be interesting. Because there's this Juggernaut stuff starting to show up. I guess the main thing I need to figure out is how much of it is there. We could send an Archangel over to investigate. There's a big enough group to make things interesting. This whole army here, if they band together, could deal with it. Although not all of them can make it. The Ice Queen could make it, although she'll frickin' melt from that much mortar fire. I got bandits down there, so I need to leave at least a small group in the city to protect it. I think I can do this, though. Alright, we're gonna go for this. I want one gold dragon. We're going to split up the gold dragons to give as much big morale boosts as possible. So one gold dragon, and this bunch can go here. Hero down there too. The other gold dragon, the Phoenix, and the Archangel can go here. Might move one more guy, maybe the Node Serpent, into this group so that I can throw in another Frost Queen. And the rest of you can just sort of sit on the city and wait, I guess. I'm going to try to get the good units all together. Just in case anything else sneaks up that way, we'll keep everyone sort of balanced like that. Alright. Let's get rid of this stuff so that this dragon and Phoenix can continue on their way. On that note, I will probably attack with somebody in a different stack. Maybe this Archangel. Probable victory. Yeah, this one could be a little messy. Anytime Juggernauts get involved, things tend to get messy. But fortunately, the Golden Dragons and the Phoenix are immune to their fire damage, so we should be okay. I'm going to do manual, and we'll see how this goes. They're defending, so they'll probably just come running out and blast me. No? Well, this group's split off from the others and they're charging, so now I'm thinking maybe I can, I don't know, phase out there, get a chance to stun one of them at least. I really would prefer to get through this without using any spells. I don't know whether that will be possible. The Archangel is going to get absolutely blasted by cannons, but this guy, who is immune to fire damage, would handle it much better. Let me double check to make sure. Yes, the gold dragons are immune to fire damage, so why don't you go out there and just go on defense, pressure that halfling. The Phoenix is also immune to fire damage. They're not as tanky in other ways as the gold dragons are, but still not bad. I think I'll just swarm this group with all the fire immune units. He'll probably do a broadside. I don't think he can fire mortar in this situation. So he'll most likely do a broadside, which means I can just try to keep other people out of that 2-space range, which more likely means that I'm going to move this guy here. That leaves him in a pretty good position to, on the next turn, try to stun something that will have its guard down. So yeah, we'll leave him right there. The Archangel also, in a similar fashion to that, I'm going to have positioned down here. The Ice Queens, I actually just kind of want to stay out of this unless they have to get involved. So you could put you here. You right there. That looks good. The Glutton, I doubt, can eat the tanks, so we'll leave you a little further behind with the Ice Queens. I don't want them completely out of it. I just want to make sure they're spread out so that mortar fire can only hit one unit at a time. So nice and spread out. Maybe something kind of like that, except for this one. This one's actually weak, so you really need to be in the back. You're a last resort kind of person. Alright, this looks okay, I think. Let's go ahead and end the combat round. He might use some spells, we'll see. It's overloading. Okay, there's your mortar. Oh, he wants to move and then broadside. Okay, well he took 2 free hits because of it. Alright. Letting this run at normal speed so I can keep track of all the damage that's being done. I think all of them just fired their mortars except for this guy who did a broadside. So now I should be able to sort of eat them alive. They got 1 turn of downtime before that mortar's 2 turns of down. Well, I guess it's 1 turn. The time it cycles back around to them. So I think the obvious choice is to try to stun something. And I think because this guy's already surrounded, I'd rather go take my 49% chance to stun and bring it over to that juggernaut there. The question is, should I have the arc? Well, you know what? Now is a safer time for the Ice Queens to come get involved. And maybe if I'm really lucky, I can get a freeze or a stun. Okay, I stunned it. Perfect. That frees up this guy to go try to stun this. Which I don't think, even with Sprint, I don't think he can get 3 hits in on it. So I'll probably have him go sort of like this. Okay, good. I think I got it. Okay, he is also stunned and shocked. That takes 2 of them out of commission. These 2 still got their broadside. The Phoenix is pretty dang beat up. I would really like to fire breathe these guys over here. But I think I need to focus on a little bit of healing for the Archangels and the Phoenix. Especially since these... I've got other units up front that can kind of deal with some of this. Alright, you back up to here, I would say. And just heal yourself. And then the Phoenix... Well, actually, what I could do with this Phoenix is Fire Breath at this angle. No, wait. No, I don't want to do that because my Node Serpent's mixed in with all that. We'll just, I'll just heal you here, and then you can go hit the tank a little bit. May as well damage these things while they're stunned. That's the goal. And then the Knight can move up here. He'll be able to Devastating Charge something on the next turn, but I don't want him to end his turn adjacent to the Ice Queen. Knowing that these guys can't mortar on this turn, I'm willing to move this Ice Queen up a little bit more, because she may be useful for getting another stun. And I just need to leave her out of Firstborn range. Yep, she should be okay here. And this Gold Dragon, what do I want to do with him? Do I want to just ignore the Pony Rider and go after the Juggernaut, or just get the Pony Rider out of the way? I think I'm just going to get the Pony Rider out of the way. There we go. Let's get that Glutton up here. You there, stay there. Okay, that looks like good enough for now. They're ramming. Oh, they dispelled magic. And then he used it to ram, I think. Yeah, they got rid of the stun with Dispel Magic. Boy. So now my dragons are getting pinned in there. I need to... Let's see, that Ice Queen... Like, these Ice Queens are pretty devastating to these tanks once they get close. The trick is getting close. So she can handle this one, no problem. That guy's dead now. Then... This one, the Node Serpent could probably stun again, but the Node Serpent's under a lot of threat now from all this crap. So I sort of feel like the Node Serpent needs to kind of get out of there. I could get a pretty good Fire Breath with this Phoenix here, I think. It's not perfect, because the Forge Priest will resist it, but let's see, what's the angle of that? It sort of shoots out and then goes off to the left and the right. So maybe from this angle would it work? No, I can't get both of them in from that angle. I'd have to move her all the way up, and I don't think I want to do that. You know what? I do want to do that. This will be fine. This guy's panicked. I just now realized that, so... that works. And, oh yeah, I gotta remember, these people, the Ice Queens can phase. Oh, wait, why am I not doing that? This is like the perfect opportunity to do that. Yeah, so if I go here, right behind both these guys, and then do Ice Nova. Oh, the double freeze! Frozen tanks. Beautiful. Alright. Almost forgot about their phase. That's like half the reason I'm playing a sorcerer. I gotta remember to use my stuff. Okay, now it's just more of a matter of using these dragons to pressure these units in the back, keep them from killing my other stuff. This guy needs to die on this turn. I can probably stun the tank. Well, I don't know about probably. I have a chance to stun the flame tank. I'm gonna try. And I'm going to fail. Okay. I want the knights to devastating charge that juggernaut. That leaves it with basically one remaining hit, I think. Not from an angel, though. But 2 hits would do it, and the angel can reach them with 2, so... Crap, that thing's just gonna flame the serpent again. I can't kill it, not on this turn, but I need to make sure nothing else can hit the serpent. So, yeah, you're going to die, I think. Sorry. Alright, 2 hits from you should take care of that tank. Glenn can continue to just slide along. And let's see here. He's panicked, so he's just going to take a free hit. I think I can finish these guys off with this angel. Well, not finish them off, but get it to where they can't move anywhere now. Because of the angel's first strike. Wait, did they blind my angel? No, I blinded them. I think. No? Maybe it said blinding or it failed. In any case, I guess I want to leave the... I'll have this dragon attack that juggernaut so that he can still get the attack of opportunity when those guys run away. The glutton can wait. He takes a nasty hit. Flame tank does not do what I anticipated, but that's okay. I can probably kill it now. There will be an explosion as a result of this. I'm gonna let the angel get rid of him. Why don't you move away? And I think the rest of it I can pretty much manage quite easily. Oops, I should have probably had her go after the one with more health. Well, we can just gang up on the other two. It's fine. Oh, I forgot I actually need to kill him. Crap. That's gonna chill out my dragon and phoenix. No, nobody can reach him. can't phase. Well, this battle's gonna go one more turn at least. They're gonna probably res something. You know what? You sit. Where's the... well, whatever. We'll just have to let them. We can phase her out here. Oh, that was dang close. Yeah, I don't want them to reassemble something, and then like do a cheap move that kills something, and then I have to true. I think I'm just gonna cast a spell here, just something small, just to get rid of the dwarf. What's the cheapest thing I've got for dealing damage? Looks like Magic Fist would do the trick. Get out of here. Okay, so took a bit of a beating there, but that's one dreadnought army down. Now I want to get you two up going this direction, please. Provided that there's no more surprises, but after an army that size, well, there are indeed more surprises. All right. Looks like you guys are inheriting some more permanent friends. Dang. I need to... this'll be fine. This'll be fine. Because some of them are immune to spirit damage. I need... well, I don't know. I really would like to have a little more backup for them. We'll send them the Archangel and the Node Serpent. They really probably need more than that. I'm going to send them another Archangel. The rest of you actually are going to end up just sitting there, and actually, now that I think of it, you're probably... no, they can't quite reach those other units. Alright, well, I don't like how I had to leave them without an Archangel, but I don't think they're in danger yet. Unless there's more armies hanging out near her. I'm going to move this Griffin out here to provide a little extra support to that stack that's kind of forward by themselves, and leave most of the weaker range units in this city's walls. So that's interesting. Finally getting some action on the front with the dreadnought. Haven't seen... well, I've seen a lot from him, but I haven't fought him much. He's got stuff kind of all over the place. Alright. I have no idea when I started this episode, so I'm just winging it and saying I've got another 10 minutes or so. We're going to pull Iggy back, which was, I think, part of the plan. And we'll drop... who do I drop from this group? Maybe I'll drop the Dwarf Apprentice. Leave him in that city, because I still need to make a triangle here. And I think I'm going to do it in the forest right here. How far could you move? Alright, we'll see what he does. I'm going to set up kind of like... if I'm parked on the hasteberries, will my units automatically use them? I don't think they will. Yeah, for the moment, I'm going to do this. Oops. Well, crap. I can't do that. Fine, I'll do this. It's good enough for now. And, keep an eye on things with the Raven. Hopefully, if I can spot Ganon, I'll know when to make a move. In the meantime, it's just a matter of getting these guys up this direction. I'm glad I was doing this, though, because it looked like Hamlet was going to take a hit. And I sort of cut that off. Alright, what else? There's plenty more to do on this turn. We've got Spiritual Freedom, we've got Glyphs of Warding. I think I would like to go ahead and get another Archangel up near Iggy's group. So we're just going to do that now as opposed to later. We'll drop the Halfling Apprentice as well. And give them... Which army needs healing? The bear kind of does. We'll split you off down there and cast spell. Summon Archangel. You can go right there. There, now Iggy's got a few extra healers. I can start queuing up Glyphs of Warding for the next turn. If I can find it. It looks so much... I get the icons confused, because look at the icon for Dome of Protection, and then the one for Glyphs of Warding. Like, they're very similar looking. So I always almost click on the wrong one. Oh, hey, I can actually do this now. Okay, that's cool. I think it's Enemosos that needed it. Which is... City underground by the water. There it is. That leaves me with 15 casting points to work with. High Elves are very happy. That's good. Tigrans are cheerful. That's also good. Founded the Elf City of Edoras, which I will immediately release as a vassal. And I released Ferric as a vassal. I say, let me know when you're ready to talk so we can keep cycling through that. A Festival of Magic, which is kind of entirely unnecessary right now. It's at 4,300 mana capacity and 3,500 mana. Still working on... Oh, wait. No, that's smoke's coming. Oh! Well, hi there, annoying little scout that's going to cause problems. Dang, I can't even summon anything to deal with that. Oh, I wish I had, I wish I hadn't just cast Glyphs of Warding. Otherwise, I would have summoned a Wisp there and tried to disintegrate the eagle or something. What's the closest thing I can get? I wasn't expecting Frodo to counterattack with how much pressure I'm giving him. He's also got crap coming from this direction. A couple Deathbringers. Looks like Frodo's going to cause me some trouble. Alright, the snake could get back down here pretty quickly. And in the meantime, I think I'm going to have to reconsider what this city is doing. Might throw a Tigran Mystic in there. And as much as I would love to have this snake on the front lines, it looks like I'm going to need one unit that's decently fast to come back here and clean up the mess. Because I'm probably going to need units up here too. Could maybe send an Archangel that way, get that city back before they have a chance to absorb it. My main army, the leader's armies, are closing in down here, and I think they could take this without really needing any help from these other units, so... 3 Archangels in that group, 2 here. Or 1 there. Alright. Do another quick save. And I'm gonna reevaluate or rebalance who's with who here. This army thinking I might drop the snake. And just have 2 Eldritch Horrors and 2 Archangels in each of these armies. Because the snake isn't going to be very useful against either dreadnought or necromancer stuff. So he's going to start heading back. Should be okay by himself because these groups are going to hit this other stuff really hard. Okay. Oh, frick. The snake was with the druid for... Well, it's fine. My point still stands that the snake's not going to be as useful against the units in this area, but I did kind of want to keep him with the druid. That's fine. The druid will end up going back that way eventually anyway. In fact, I may split the druid and my sorcerer after this battle and let them each kind of do their own thing. I just want to get rid of this kind of center of dreadnought activity here first. Okay, I'm going to drop a archangel here, and I'm going to move these guys here. I'm going to add an Eldritch Horror to that army. And then you can pick up an Archangel and move here. And between the 2 of these people, should be pretty easy to take this. Very likely victory. I am tempted to auto this one, but no, not when there's a Juggernaut and not when my hero is involved. We'll play this one safe. If there's any possible way for something to kill my hero, I don't think I'm going to risk it. Or my leader. I cannot afford to have my mana income or my spell casting just get cut off for 3 turns. There's no way I can afford that. Alright, Touched by Faith goes on you. Have fun up there. Wait, maybe I don't want to just run him crazy headlong into all this without making sure that their fire damage output is somewhat limited. It is, though. It's mostly physical, so he should be okay. The Juggernaut's really the only thing that can bother him. Yeah, everybody charge. Have fun. You can... Oh, I could cast a Thunderstorm, but if they get a critical disjunction, that could be bad. So maybe Artica just needs to sort of hang behind the front line for now and see what they do with their spells. If they stop casting spells, that may mean they're out of casting points, and at that point I would feel a little safer throwing up a Thunderstorm. Alright, everyone. Not much of a defense. I think we can just go right up on the walls and start greeting everyone. Aw, no days. You know what I think? I think you would do great right there on defense. It's a longbow there, a boar there. Let's kill the longbow. Hey there, I'm on the wall. Maybe I can stun that thing. Yeah, let's go up there with him. Nope. No luck for Bob. Alright, well on that note, let's get you up here and just go on defense. I feel like I can just sit on defense for the most part here and cause trouble. What's the range on that? It's not long enough. Okay. Move up a bit more. Did they just blast one of their own units with a cannon? I think they did. Alright, you're dead now. Eldritch Horror, eat the boar. Archangel can go get these guys. Stun on them. They're not going anywhere. Let's move up with you, and maybe I can blast something with lightning for fun. Like that longbow. So that this angel doesn't have to waste its time going after it. That thing is stuck. The angel can then go after the cannon. Stunned him. Kind of need some of these guys to heal themselves a bit. He's got movement left. Let's not shoot my own units. You know what? You can actually just defend. Same thing with you. Yeah, just stay on defense. Don't do anything crazy. You know what? Maybe move up a little bit. I could probably have... Yeah, I could get some healing in on this guy. Now you're doing that little flapping thing where you could glitch the game. You know what? We're just going to leave you on defense because I don't trust that to not lock the game up like it did the other time. Alright, now can you heal? Who needs health? Everybody's looking pretty good overall, but yeah, I guess max health is so high on some of my units that like I could actually get full benefit from healing on this Archangel, for example, even though it kind of doesn't look like it would matter that much. Goodbye, party robot. I am sorry. Alright, so I can move this Archangel up and give healing to that one. This Eldritch Horror could slightly benefit from some healing, but I think what I would rather do is phase this Node Serpent over here. Heal him. He can sprint. Behind this. That's a stun. And then at this point, I actually kind of think that I'm going to pull the Eldritch Horrors back out. And maybe that Archangel. I can get a little bit more healing with my heroes, so I'm going to let it go one more turn. this hero can... 169 out of 189, yeah, go heal him. 134, so why don't you use Nourishing Meal on that guy? And then I think the rest of it's fine. I don't think I'm going to worry about it much beyond that. I guess just for XP I could heal that thing, and then we can just beat this up until it breaks. Alright, not a bad battle. They're all dead. And now is the point where I have to decide what I want to do with these armies here. Do I split them up? Or do I... I don't know. They've been working very well together, but I think it might be time for each of these armies to branch off on its own. I think they're both powerful enough to handle it. So, we'll come back to that in the next episode, guys. I think I need to wrap this one up here, but I hope you enjoyed watching. So, as far as this week's episodes go, I do expect that I will be gone again next weekend, so I'm going to try to get 5 done today. And what I think I might do with them is sort of space them out, like do an every other day release thing, just to keep it more of an even, rather than just having a massive episode dump all in one 5-day period. I might try to spread it out a little bit. I think that my channel just generally does a little better when I do that. So that should time out fine with a 2-week gap. But I'm going to really try to get 5 done today, because I know I was gone for the last 2 weeks and being gone again next week. And I want to try to make it up to you guys as much as I can, because I know I've been sort of busy. But regardless, I hope you are enjoying this series. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go get started on the next episode now. I will see you guys soon. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, Spanglefan, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.